like, bro, yeah, she got a kid. Look at his back. Oh my god. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another reaction. This is, do people still trust a Black Lives Matter organization? Man, Black Lives Matter is a complicated thing. Whenever I tell people that I don't necessarily care for it or support it, they give me a look like, what? You don't think Black Lives Matter? Clearly Black Lives Matter, but do Black Lives Matter to Black people? Do they? Because as far as I'm concerned, we're the ones that killed each other at a higher rate than any police officer ever. You know, when police officers are apparently genociding us in the streets, we're genociding ourselves in the streets. Literal wars going on in Chirac. The fact that we even call it Chirac is horrid. It's disgusting. So what do these type of groups do for places like these? Do they go into these type of places and set programs and organizations that these people can use to have resources or options, or to have things to think about other than, well, when I wake up today, do I gotta grab my gun? Do I gotta look over my shoulder whenever I leave the house? If you're giving people opportunities, they're not gonna have time to be doing things like this. Like, I don't know. All that wealth, all that money they pocketed from merchandise and advertising and donations, where did that money go? Is it going into the community, or is it going into the pockets of the people who started this organization so they can buy themselves nice big houses and nice cars and shit? Where does it go? What exactly does Black Lives Matter, the organization, done for Black people? Other than perpetuate a feeling of self-victimhood, self-doubt, and self-pity. What exactly has it done? You can explain to me in the comments if you disagree. Please go ahead. I would love to go back and forth. Actually, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. What am I talking about? Oh my God, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what you got to say about this. What channel is this? This is James Klug. So it seems like he's talking to a lot of different Black folks on the street. See what their ideas are of the organization. I see some older Black guys on here. I'm pretty sure they want to keep it real with it. So I'm really interested to see what it's going to be. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share, man. That's the road to 10K subscribers. We'll hop right into the video.
60. 60
of missing
donation records.
Wow.
They found a way to profit off of that social issue, and they don't know where the money is going at all.
What's going on, everyone? James Klug.
It's going to their houses, baby.
Black Lives Matter organization brought in
They're buying nice cars, baby.
$90 of donations in 2020 alone. But since then, there have been numerous red flags raised. So do people still trust Black Lives Matter? Today we're in Los Angeles. We're going to find out. Let's go talk to some people. Oh, before we get started, this video is sponsored by iTarget Pro. Let's go. What are your thoughts about the Black Lives Matter organization? I want your honest opinion.
I don't see anything wrong with the Black Lives Matter organization. I think they do really good. They have a really good program going on.
Do you support the Black Lives Matter organization?
100%.
The actual national organization. What do you think about that?
I think it's a great idea, especially because, you know, I'm a Black person, minority in this world. And there's other people that are Black that don't like to speak up because of the problems, and there is people who are like that. So I think that's a very great reason to promote Black Lives Matter.
It really brought unity to our nation, I think. And I think that this has been a necessary combo for years.
I couldn't give you a straight answer to that because I don't know where the money's going. I don't know if it's real. I don't know what's fake news. So
Fake news.
Money's a concern. You agree with her?
yes, I do agree with that. I mean, I support the cause. But I mean, I would love to know where the money is going. Yes.
Do you agree with them on that, or are you kind of neutral on this?
No, I agree.
So it's really interesting that you guys bring that up because that's what we're talking about today, actually. Black Lives Matter, the organization, has suspended fundraising. They stopped fundraising after states such as, Washington or California threatened them with legal action for being out of compliance. They have $60 million of missing donation records. They've been the Black Lives Matter organization.
Dude, got fucked up.
60
Not your brother's skateboard.
of missing.
Donation records.
Wow, did not know that.
Do you, after hearing that, do you trust the Black Lives Matter organization?
Well, if they're getting sued for that amount of money, there has to be some type of truth to it. But I'm not too privy on to that, what's going on, so I wouldn't have a problem with trusting them.
The movement is beyond the money. The money isn't going to change the true problems. What's going to change the true problems is conversations like this, talking to people that you don't typically talk to the same way you talk to your best friend, seeing everybody like...
You can talk to someone all you want, but if they're not within the financial ability to change their life, they're just still stuck in the same grind. Like we said, if you're not placing that money in the communities to build programs or to build opportunities, sports opportunities, educational opportunities, it can be anything. It's like, no, it's just not, conversation is just not enough. Having that financial backing behind your community and being able to thrive is what's going to stop people from going out and perpetuating the same type of behavior, where it's leading to even now mass murder and shit like that. We got little kids getting shot in the face now because so many people are going out with guns and shit that they don't know how to use, and it's causing nothing but death in our communities. Where does it does matter where the money goes. Money is a part of the situation.
Like it is, we're all reflections of each other, right? So ultimately, what they're doing with the money, I think that's
$60 million, that's a substantial amount.
That's a substantial amount, no doubt.
All right, everyone, let's talk about today's sponsor. Violent crime is skyrocketing all over as a result of the left's soft-on-crime policies. You need to be prepared to protect yourself and your family. Thankfully, there's iTarget Pro. This revolutionary system allows you to dry fire practice with your actual firearm anytime in the safety and privacy of your own home, and it comes in all major calibers. As many of you know, trips to the range are expensive, and with inflation causing the price of ammunition to skyrocket, this will save you a ton. Dry fire training helps develop muscle memory, sharpen target reaction speed, and more. Just download iTarget's app, load the laser bullet into your firearm, and start training. You guys, let's support businesses like iTarget that support us and make videos like mine possible. iTarget is giving all of my subscribers a discount. Go to itargetpro.com right now and save 10% plus get free shipping with the offer code KLUG. This is the smartest way for you to practice, and it
$100 to be
literally
able to
pays for
train
itself
whatever
in
you want.
one
That's
day.
not
That's
bad
the
at
letter
all.
I, targetpro.com, itargetpro.com, offer code KLUG. Let's get back into it.
Missing donations?
Missing donation records. There's just no record of them at all. It's $60 million. And they're out of compliance in multiple states. The co-founder resigned. The board is giving no comments on these missing donation records. Do you guys trust the organization?
Now that you explain it like that, no, not really.
No, Mom.
I think it's important to look into it and figure out where the money is going, because I think a lot of people were in support of the cause and hence why they donated. So the fact that the money has just like disappeared and it hasn't gone to the people that it's supposed to help, I think that should be a question and people should try
I
that.
agree, for sure. I agree. I've got no clue where the money's going, to be honest.
The BLM 10 chapters across the U.S. have called for an open investigation into how the organization spends its money. Because, they said they gave chapters money. Chapters are saying they didn't receive any money. So there's been a lot of red flags raising, and we're asking people, do you still trust the Black Lives Matter organization if you did at one point, or if you never did, why?
It's kind of yeah, I see. Well, I mean, like any other organization, if it was up to me, I'd be like, you know what? You got to prove your track record. You got to go out there and validate, if you received it, where's the documentation, where's the tracking? That's what anybody, whether it's Black Lives Matter or any other
Who's this chick on
organization,
the
they should be
back?
held accountable. If
She
they're
want to be
not-
on camera. Don't fuck
one
out of here
company
with
saying
that.
they got it, another company saying they didn't. Somebody's got to prove something. Somebody's lying.
The 60 million, yeah, that's a substantial amount, but my hope is that they're doing whatever they need to be doing with the best regard for the community.
Clearly
I don't
not.
know
The
too much
$60 million
about
is
what they're
gone,
doing
nigga.
in the back office, but
Come on,
my
nigga.
hope is that
You're hoping it's
they're
good.
progressing us, yeah.
Do they keep good records though?
Not at all.
Well, you gotta keep good records when you're getting all the money.
Do you trust the organization or no? What do you think?
To be fully honest with you, I don't know enough about it, but in terms of like black people, I love them and fully support
I
them.
love
So
them.
Charity Watch, it's a popular charity website that basically grades charities. They give A through F, And for Black Lives Matter, they put a question mark because they're genuinely not even sure where they literally have looked into it and have come to the same conclusion you guys have. This it's not the CEO, but one of the higher ups at Charity Watch described it as basically like a ghost ship packed with cash, headed in no direction at all.
Any group of people, whoever they are, could potentially, you know, not necessarily use the funds in the best way. I hope it's not the case with BLM. I hope that, you know, the question mark is soon erased.
Do you still trust the Black Lives Matter organization?
Definitely. Because at least at the heart of what they're doing is not just meaningful but necessary. So if you want to, you know, you can't continue any kind of movement free of charge.
Do you trust BLM?
I don't trust anything that I donate to anymore.
I never did trust them.
You never did. Why did you never trust them?
I just secondhand information of some things I heard that the actual organization is spouts things that I disagree with.
They found a way to profit off of that social issue, and they don't know where the money is going at all. I mean, I'm sure people who are behind it know where it's going, straight to their pockets.
So what we're talking about here is like basically lack of transparency with donation records, though. BLM 10, a group of 10 Black Lives Matter chapters, has called for you know, an investigation into how the organization spends its money. You still say yes, correct?
Correct.
You know, I understand it's charity, and so they got to get paid, but you know, I just don't go to them anymore. I go directly to either our church or, like I said, we go right to my post. We bring them in, we feed them, we help them. They need money for rent, we'll give it to them because we know exactly where it's going.
The co-founder of Black Lives Matter, Patrice Cullors, she recently bought 4 homes for $3.2 million. What do you think about that?
Yeah. They all do it. Look at these politicians on $200,000 a year jobs. They're Pelosi's worth $250 million. Come on, man. I'm from Chicago. Well, that's the worst, most corrupt city in the business, man. Everybody, they all take care of each other, man. That's how we do it.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate, yeah.
Amazon took Black Lives Matter, the organization, off of their charity platform. Charity Watch gave them a question mark for their rating for the charity. And everyone's wondering where the money's going, but nobody's commenting on where the money's going. So,
Look into that.
Nigga like Snoop Dogg's son.
That's crazy right there. It's not going to the right people or like destinations. They should probably like look into that. I think get some people in charge, like you were saying, because that ain't right.
Amazon took them off of their charity platform. You have Charity Watch that gave them a grade, and instead of A through F, they just gave them a question mark. There's $60 million in donation records that are missing right now. Have you guys heard about this?
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't recently because I've been out of the country for a few months. Some other nefarious people got involved in it after it got going, and that's where it started going downhill.
Yeah.
If people do the research, they'll see that.
When you're looking, quote unquote, looking for transparency, there's too many areas in our government and our political system that are completely and utterly obfuscated. So you have absolutely no idea what's going on with them. I mean, Citizens United. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll just give them any number amount of money. It's okay, though. It doesn't matter that we're buying our politicians, but clearly it's a huge thing to shut down Black Lives Matter for.
If they were taking donations right now, would you give them your money if they were taking donations online?
Absolutely.
Let's say if they're still taking money today, would you donate to the Black Lives Matter organization?
After knowing that, no. No, if I knew that was the case, not until they can prove that they're doing the right things with the money. And not just Black Lives Matter, any organization.
For sure.
If there's anybody, especially if there's bad actors involved, that are doing things wrong with said money, they need to be held accountable. But no, you don't just stop the moon because of it.
I just think that people that support the Black Lives Matter, they need to ask those questions. They should demand that from their organization.
Yeah, man. Look, all they've done is found a way to profit off of social disorder. You know, the vision of the nation, and I mean, what do you really expect for these large profit organizations to really do with all that money, man? They put it in their pockets. At the end of the day, like I said, it's not going to the places, but actually, if they wanted to improve the lives of Black lives, they would put it towards certain institutions, certain programs, and any other things that that needs funding in our communities. Like, how about $60 million? I mean, you can do a substantial amount for Flint. They could have sent some of that money to Flint. We got people in Flint, Michigan who's drinking lead water, getting poisoned every day. Those are the type of communities that can use that type of help. I don't know, man. But the guy is talking about he's still gonna give his money away, even knowing that kind of information. I just feel like it's that social pressure of having to be like, oh, I go with the group. It's about the core. It's actually corrupt at the core. It's corrupt all over. If you're going to be hypocritical about the things you talk about and the things you spout out of your mouth, how can I support you? How can I trust you? Especially when you're talking about Black lives, and you automatically expect all Black people to automatically go with the program, but you're not even putting the money towards the right resources in order to help prop up those communities that you say matter. Hey man, if you enjoyed this reaction, let us know down in the comments. Let us know if you want to see more videos like this. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. It's a road to 10K. We'll see you next time. We be peace.
Da 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 da.